all they really can do is just wait it out. Wait for the political winds to change, which does happen. It is a closely divided country. Trump won. He won a clear victory, but it was not overwhelming. He was still below 50%.
Welcome to The Debrief, where we talk with the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the headlines they're covering and where the story's going next. I'm Sarah Bedford, and I'm here with magazine editor David Mark. David, we're into the first few weeks of Republicans enjoying unified control of government. Republicans and Congress are having their first early tests with confirmations and spending talks. Are Democrats in Congress having much success in interrupting that process?
Not particularly. They really don't know what to do, kind of how to handle all this situations. Republicans have a 53-47 majority in the Senate. They have a much tighter majority in the House. But Democrats don't really know what issues to confront Republicans on, spending, Elon Musk, et cetera. They're just kind of flailing about right now. And at this point, they're kind of locked out of all negotiations.
Republicans are more or less pretty unified. I mean, some of the controversial picks got through the Senate. Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., even Kash Patel looks like he's on his way to getting through confirmation processes. Republicans have remained kind of remarkably unified. Do Democrats have any leverage in the face of that kind of unity?
It remains to be seen. In the Senate, they will have some leverage because the Senate filibuster still exists, requiring 60 votes or so, despite Democrats' best efforts to get rid of it. That's a whole other discussion.
But they're pretty happy they failed on that one right now.
Exactly. On the broad Trump tax bill that's getting moved through Congress, though, they really don't, because that only requires a bare majority in the Senate. When it comes to some kind of spending bill, after all, the government is set to run out of money March 14th. If Republicans are divided in the House the way they have been, Democrats could have some leverage, but it remains to be seen whether they would actually go through with a government shutdown. So they've never wanted to do that before, and there's not much reason to think they've really changed their tune.
Trump is, despite all the sort of fire and fury around the stuff that he's doing, really popular right now, the most popular he's ever been. And that's obviously really challenging for Democrats. Do they have any kind of what looks like a strategy to combat that? I mean, if you're a consultant, what do you tell Democrats to do in the face of a historically popular president?
Well, I think what we're seeing is some real frustration on Democrats' part, because we already have these two retirements now, after the 2026 election. Senator Gary Peters, Democrat of Michigan, and Senator Tina Smith, Democrat of Minnesota. Those are both competitive states, so those are signs that maybe they don't think have the best chances. As for what they can do, history shows all they really can do is just wait it out. Wait for the political winds to change, which does happen. It is a closely divided country. Trump won. He won a clear victory, but it was not overwhelming. He was still below 50%. So wait for things to turn, but that's not very satisfying for a lot of the left-wing activists.
Well, David, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks.
You can get more writing from David and the rest of the political team at washingtonexaminer.com.